coverage you can count on. This is Channel 3.
Many of us spend things.
With coverage you can count on. This is Channel 3 Eyewitness News at 6 in HD.
It is a somber day for the Woodmore community as many struggle to give thanks after the loss of 6 children.
Chattanooga Police Department has confirmed these names: Zaira Mateen, Cordesia Jones, Zoe Nash, Ziana Harris, Demayan Brown, and Keontae Wilson. All of them died after a school bus crashed into a tree on Talley Road Monday afternoon in the Brainerd area. All of them were students at Woodmore Elementary School.
Today, one family who lost their child is reflecting on the positive in the tragic situation. Channel 3 Eyewitness News reporter Michelle Herron explains.
Many of us spend Thanksgiving at a table with our loved ones, but for one Chattanooga family, they spent it here at a makeshift memorial built honoring one of their children killed in Monday's bus crash. It took every ounce of courage for Misty Nash to come here.
For her to lose a child is heartbreaking. She's trying to be strong.
Somehow, she found the strength to see the place where her 9-year-old daughter Zoe lost her life. Her brother Antoine McLean says, despite their pain, today his family is thankful for a lot.
She lost a child. Thank God that my nephew, he's gonna be all right, made out at ICU okay.
8-year-old Zachariah was one of the dozens of children hurt in Monday's crash.
I'm gonna be in heaven with my brother.
I couldn't make myself calm until today because it's Thanksgiving.
The pain still resonates through the Woodmore community, like Rosie Russell, a substitute teacher at the school.
Because the first thing I thought of this morning was the fact that their family won't have them for Thanksgiving. I'm gonna go and have mine later on today.
6 teddy bears. She picked them out herself.
Lamont Solomon knows the pain these 6 parents feel. He lost his son in a crash 4 years ago.
Every day when I pick my daughter up, we go the same way, this way, to get to my shop. But for some reason, God sent me, instead of turning right to Taylor Road, God sent me to the left.
We may never know all of the answers, but what these families do know is that they are loved. And for McLean, that means a lot.
It really has given me life to see the support from the people and see how much people really care and showing that we can come together as a community.
If you would like to help these families, the best way you can do so is by donating on a website that the city started in memory of all of these children. We have that link posted on WRCBTV.com. Reporting in Chattanooga, I'm Michelle Herron, Channel 3 Eyewitness News.
5 patients from that bus crash are still at Children's Hospital. They tell us that 4 patients from the bus crash are still listed in critical condition, 1 patient now in stable condition. On Monday, 19 of the crash victims were treated and released within 2 hours of arriving at the hospital.
The Chattanooga Police Department is handling the criminal side of the investigation. So far, we've learned the driver did not have drugs or alcohol in his system at the time of the crash.
Now, police are also interviewing several witnesses and say they'll eventually talk to the children who were on the bus when they are ready to do so. Police have charged this man, the driver, 24-year-old Jonathan E. Walker, with multiple charges of vehicular homicide and reckless driving. Investigators are asking any and all witnesses to contact them with any information that may help them in this case.
Count on Channel 3 to give you the latest updates on the Woodmore bus crash investigation. And to view all of our previous stories, visit WRCBTV.com and click the Woodmore bus crash section.
Now to the fire in the south side of Chattanooga we've been talking about during the past hour or so. Firefighters responded to a structure fire on West 16th near the intersection of Williams and Main. You see a lot of flames here. This is viewer video sent to us by Katie Clark. The fire was reported from the 100 block of West 16th about an hour ago, and officials tell us thankfully no injuries have been reported, and we're not certain as of right now as to whether this is a residential or a business fire, but we are looking into that. But again, quite a scene there at Williams and Main on the south side of Chattanooga. Stay with us for more updates to this story. Well, often with our busy everyday lives, we don't have a chance to think about those who may be down on their luck. But sometimes we see somebody and we just want to help.
And that's exactly what 150 volunteers did today at the community kitchen. They served a warm Thanksgiving meal to nearly 800 community members. As each guest arrived to the community kitchen, they received a full plate with all the trimmings.
Serving the desserts. You got your dessert.
Dressed in their blue t-shirts, the Moore family made volunteering a new holiday tradition.
Man, we feel great. I love it. I love it. I'm going to start doing it every year.
Volunteers from across the country came to the scenic city to serve a warm meal this Thanksgiving. Marcus Gow and the men from St. John's Military Academy came from Kansas.
Very, excited and thrilled to be here just serving the community. They've never done anything like this before.
They're the silent servers of the operation, working hard before the first plate was even served. They helped prepare 36 turkeys and baked 300 pies.
We're helping to cut pies, and then we wrap pies up, and then, so they can enjoy it.
The men are a part of the organization Led to Serve. Their aim is to provide life-changing service experiences for needy communities.
And there are large amounts of people that may need to be served, or houses built, or sports teams helped out, that we can really help to give a hand, and the folks that are on the ground every day can have a little bit of a break.
And for them, they didn't mind that they sacrificed their own holiday, so Thanksgiving Day for others could feel just as special.
So Chattanooga is a new location for us. This is the first year that we've come, and the military school from Kansas wanted to really roll up their sleeves and get involved.
If you're interested in volunteering at the community kitchen this holiday season, head to our website, WRCBTV.com.
And Kate, before we go to our next story, the Times Free Press is reporting on the fire there on the south side. And one of the TFP reporters says a neighbor from across Main Street says the building is inhabited by some local artists and the Widow's Harvest Ministries. That comes from the Times Free Press. And they say it's not spreading to any other buildings that they are aware of. Now today, many first responders did not get the holiday off, and for several weeks, firefighters have been battling wildfires throughout the Tennessee Valley. Today,
the community gathered to make them feel at home with Thanksgiving meals for crews in our area that are away from their loved ones tonight. Channel 3's Sarah Sidery joins us live with more.
Yeah, Kate, the firefighters from the Georgia Forestry have just arrived to the New Salem Community Center after their 12-hour shift of fighting the wildfires in our area. I'll take a step out of the way so you can get a look at people who have their plates full now with a nice warm Thanksgiving meal. Many of these guys and ladies are from across the state. I spoke with one firefighter who is in town. He's been here for a couple of weeks from Savannah. He says that his family is having their Thanksgiving 5 hours away from him now. He said that he FaceTime with them. It's difficult being away, but people like this, people in this community, make it seem like a home away from home, and they are just so thankful to have people take them in this way and just show them so much thanks. They are thankful for them, as well as the residents are thankful for the firefighters. We'll have much more on this nice meal coming up tonight on Eyewitness News at 11. For now, reporting live, Sarah Sidery, Channel 3 Eyewitness News.
Thank you so much, Sarah. Our U.S. troops are celebrating Thanksgiving far away from home in Iraq. NBC's Lucy Kofano reports from Camp Swift in Iraq.
Inside this tiny kitchen on a remote base far from home, it's time to chop, stir, and roast. 120 pounds of turkey for 150 hungry mouths. It's a big day at Camp Swift, roughly 50 miles south of Mosul, nearly 6,000 miles from home. It's Private Jordan White's first deployment.
It means missing Thanksgiving with the family.
Definitely miss my family. Sacrifice so others can be with their families.
For Lieutenant Peter Chun from Baltimore, downtime before the big meal meant sprucing up.
You know, obviously I can't wait to FaceTime my family back home.
Others worked out to work up an appetite. But the business of war doesn't stop for Thanksgiving.
We're the front line of defense here on Camp Swift, and we're what everyone relies on.
Operation Inherent Resolve is the fight against ISIS. Battle Captain Katrina Fed has been here for 8 months. Her 10-year-old back home is counting down the days.
He sent me a message this morning, and he said, "Happy Thanksgiving, Mom. I love you and I miss you. Can't wait for you to come home." And then he had a hashtag with 48 days on it.
Hi, happy Thanksgiving.
It's his 6th Thanksgiving away, but that doesn't make it any easier.
500,000, 400,000 brothers and sisters, and then I have my family at home, so I'm in a pretty good spot.
You're covered this Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
In just a few hours, they'll be back to the mission, back to the fight, but I think they might have a little message for folks back home. Guys?
Happy Thanksgiving!
Back to you.
Well, all power has been restored in Cleveland, Tennessee after an outage this morning caused some panic for residents preparing for Thanksgiving dinner. Cleveland Utilities reported 35 power outages, leaving 288 customers without power, and most of them were near the water level highway. Now, power was restored within 3 hours, and we hope there weren't too many Thanksgiving meals disrupted in Cleveland. Coming up on Eyewitness News at 6. Closed doors have created major discounts for some shoppers. As many popular retailers gave their employees the day off, others take advantage of less competition. We'll let you know which stores are open tonight.
Very nice weekend's going to be shaping up, and next week some very nice rainfall is going to be shaping up. I've got all the details on that on my 7-day forecast.
With coverage you can count on, this is Channel 3 Eyewitness.
They're listening to their customers. They're monitoring how people
with coverage you can count on. This is Channel 3 Eyewitness News at 6 in HD.
While many people will be filling up on turkey and stuffing, others will be filling their shopping baskets because some stores are remaining open for the holiday. Others have just opened in the past few minutes. But more than 50 national retailers pushed back this year, shutting their doors on Thanksgiving Day. Stores like Costco and Home Depot, and here in this area, Hamilton Place and Northgate merchants put up the closed sign for the holiday. Researchers say Thanksgiving sales dropped 12.5% last year, giving some retailers a good reason, a good excuse to give their employees the day off this year.
They're listening to their customers, they're monitoring how people like to shop and when and for what, and they're making business decisions around that.
Now, if you feel the need to shop Walmart and Target, well, there you go. You can head out there right now because their in-store Black Friday sales started 15 minutes ago at Walmart and Target. Best Buy has been open since 5 o'clock this afternoon.
Before some people ate this Thanksgiving, they burned off some calories and helped out a great cause at the same time. Thousands of people flocked down to Coolidge Park this morning for the 17th annual Grateful Gobbler. The race supports the McClellan Shelter for the Families at the Chattanooga Community Kitchen. This year, the event broke a record, raising more than $200,000 with nearly 4,200 participants. Great.
Always a great event.
Yeah.
Proud of you folks. And speaking of the holidays, hard to believe, but 1 week from tomorrow, Channel 3 teams up with the Chattanooga Area Food Bank to fight hunger in our community.
Our 32nd annual Share Your Christmas Food Drive will be on Friday, December 2nd from 4:30 a.m. till 6 p.m. at several locations throughout the Tennessee Valley. You can see them there on your screen. Cash and food donations will be accepted. If you can't make it down that day, you can still give online or drop off non-perishable food items at participating Food City, Walmart, and Walmart neighborhood market stores. We have more details on WRCBTV.com and inside the WRCB app. We'll still Eyewitness News at 6. We'll check your Black Friday forecast.
And Chief Meteorologist Paul Barris has had those long-range binoculars on for days and days looking for rain. It's drawing nearer. We'll tell you how many more days we can wait after we take a nice look at this beautiful scene from our Holiday Inn downtown camera. We'll be right back.
Coming up Friday on Channel 3 Eyewitness News Today, of course, we're going to be out there for Black Friday and we'll preview Small Business Saturday, Support Local. Also, David Carnes will have a look at your weekend forecast. It's going to be a lot of fun. You should start joining us at 4:30.
Well, we didn't get a tenth of an inch of rain last night, so it's 59 days in a row since we've seen a tenth of an inch of rain. And we'll probably hit Saturday, or tomorrow will be 60, and then Saturday 61, and 62, and then Monday 63, and then we'll get some rain probably. So it's going to be about 63 days in a row without a tenth of an inch of rain. Drought monitor is showing that too, exceptional drought across almost the whole area except for part of the Cumberland Plateau, where it's an extreme drought, which is not much better. Look at the satellite radar combo. The cold front's passed, but it's very weak. There's really not much with it. It'll cool us down just a bit. Most of the clouds are from Nashville on westward and to the north. Sort of a dreary day up there. Lots of rain up in New York State too, and even New York City with the parades. Winds are lighting out of the north. They've been calm much of the day. 68 in Dalton, 66 Cleveland, Chattanooga 64, and Athens right now 66, 61 in Fort Payne, and Double Nichols 55 out near Murphy. Our high was 71, 51 the overnight low, and just after midnight a trace of rain fell. But yesterday 0.05 of an inch of rain fell, so that's only 1/20th of an inch of rain. 73 in Dalton and Calhoun yesterday, 72 or for today. Trenton 72, 72 Soddy Daisy to Ooltewah, also in Ringgold and Delano, about 71 out near Cleveland. 0.2 of an inch is the most I could find in Turtletown and Murphy last night, with 71 Etowah, Dayton and Pikeville, and about 68 in Spring City, while Cagle Mountain and Colmont got into the mid-60s today, which is not bad. All right, latest forecast is showing this front again moving on by. There may be a sprinkle further off to the north and east of us by 5 o'clock tomorrow afternoon. Just partly cloudy skies, and overnight, fair skies pretty much. 7 o'clock Saturday morning, lots of sunshine, a little bit of a northerly wind. That high pressure moves in, makes the air sink, dries out once again. And then into Sunday Sunday morning, again, a very cool morning, a nice morning though. And then the clouds are going to be increasing late in the day on Sunday and into Monday morning. We'll have to wait till Tuesday to see that rain, but Monday we're going to see a pretty good southerly wind. The pinpoint forecast for tomorrow is high temperatures near Lafayette at 67, and we'll say partly cloudy skies. So not a bad day at all. 68 in East Ridge, well above the norm. And then tonight, 47 with a few clouds, light winds. Tomorrow, 68, partly cloudy and a northwesterly wind, so very comfortable day tomorrow for your shopping pleasure. Tomorrow night, 40, partly cloudy and northerly winds. And the 7-day forecast, 62, a little bit cooler Saturday, mid-60s Sunday. Monday, more clouds and mid-60s, and then the rain moves in. Maybe even a few thunderstorms on Tuesday night, and into Wednesday. I think a couple inches of rain is a good possibility.
That loud cheer we heard all over the Tennessee Valley was when you said
rain.
Rain and
right now, it's just words, but Mother Nature may have something in store for us.
Well, it looks good, Paul. Thank you.
Well, in our sports news, it's a big weekend for college football. Tennessee wraps up its regular season with Vanderbilt.
And UTC home for the first round of playoffs this Saturday. Paul Shaheen is home cooking, and Jill Jelnick has more.
Yeah, it is a very big weekend for college football. Obviously, winner go home for the Mocs, plus Tennessee, a lot at stake. I'll tell you what it is. And of course, this Friday, it actually marks our final Friday night football show. I'll have a preview of our game of the week coming up next. Well, I guess you could say the Mocs are getting used to practicing on Thanksgiving, seeing as how this year marks the third straight season UTC has made it to postseason play. The Mocs were able to score a home game first round of the FCS playoffs and will be hosting Weber State this Saturday. Now, the last time the Mocs played at home, it didn't end the way they wanted against Wofford, but now they're even more determined to finish at Finley on a good note.
It kind of left a bitter taste in everyone's mouth a couple weeks ago when that happened. So I think it's a good opportunity to get out and hopefully we get some good amount of fans out there so we can redeem ourselves.
One more game at Finley is my last year, so I want to. The last time we were on Finley, it didn't end so well, so I want to build a strong finish on Finley for the seniors.
It was also just announced yesterday that the Mocs and the Wildcats are partnering to raise funds for the families of the victims of the recent Woodmore Elementary tragedy. If you or someone you know wants to donate, you can find the link on our website, WRCBTV.com. The two teams will also be wearing these sticker ribbons on the back of their helmets during the game. Well, let's be honest, Tennessee football will never have a season with just one rivalry game. But the Vols believe Vanderbilt does hold its own special place because they're so close to home. Tennessee is hoping to end the regular season strong and with a bowl game win, have their first 10-win season since 2007. Meanwhile, the Commodores also have a lot on the line and are seeking to become bowl eligible for the first time since 2013.
It's a big rivalry game for us. I mean, we know there's a lot at stake for us and for them on Saturday. It's an away game in the SEC, so anytime you go on the road in the SEC, you have to be prepared to play. We know that we're going to get their best shot, just like we do week in and week out with each opponent, so we have to be ready to go on Saturday.
Josh Dobbs started off yesterday's press conference by sending thoughts and prayers to the victims and families of the bus crash. In case you missed it, head coach Butch Jones and a couple of Vols made the trip to Erlanger yesterday to visit some of the victims from the crash. You can find that whole story on our website. Switching over to the prep beat, we still have a couple more weeks until the high school football state finals, but this week will mark our final Friday night football show, which also means our final game of the week. And this week we go to 2A play, where Marion County will take on Austin East in the semifinals. This is the second straight trip to the semifinals for the Warriors, and so playing this deep in November is really nothing new.
You know, this is my third year here total, and we've never not practiced on Thanksgiving since I've been here, and that says a tremendous amount about the pride and the tradition. And I mean, it's truly a different place here. It really is. That speaks to that. But the kids' expectation level is here, the commitment is here, and the commitment from the community.
First-year head coach Joey Mathis. He's been with the team before this year, obviously as head coach, but done another great job with this team.
Way to go, Coach. All right, Coach Barris, what about some weather for tonight?
All right, you'll be able to do anything you want outdoors tonight. It's going to be fantastic. It's really nice. Temperatures starting in the 60s, dropping into the 50s by midnight, 47 to 51. Just a few more clouds in the morning. 68 tomorrow, 62 Saturday, and 65 Sunday. Next chance of rain, Tuesday night, Wednesday.
Steelers at Colts, 8:30 tonight on NBC. We'll see you after the game.